Tonight we're going to make a fresh pasta sauce. It's so easy and so delicious. It only takes 10 minutes to make it. So go ahead and get your water started for your pasta. You want to get that going so they're ready at about the same time. Now here, all you need to make this are some cherry tomatoes. Now these are heirlooms, so that's why the color is a little different. For each cup of tomato, you're going to want 1 clove of garlic. So here I have 3 cups of these heirloom cherry tomatoes. I also have another cup of these little tomatoes, so I'm going to put those in there as well. 1 clove of garlic for each cup and a handful of fresh basil. This is approximately 1/2 cup. Some extra virgin olive oil, salt, and pepper. We're going to want to coat the bottom of this pan with some extra virgin olive oil. So now we've heated up the olive oil to a medium temperature and we've put the garlic in and we've cooked that down for about 3 minutes. Now we're going to add the tomatoes to it. Now these little tomatoes, I'm going to put them in whole. The cherries, the heirloom cherries are a little bit bigger. I sliced them in half. You can put them in whole if you would like. Temperature dropped because I put the cherry tomatoes in. So bring this back up to a medium heat and make sure that you're stirring it to get that garlic off the bottom. We don't want to burn the garlic. Now this is going to cook for about 7 minutes. Here I've chopped up the basil and I've torn some of it as well. Basil doesn't like to be cut. The knife causes a little reaction with the basil. Basil actually prefers to be torn, but chopping it with a knife is fine as well. If you have any leftover basil, save a little bit for garnishing the dish at the end. These tomatoes have been cooking for about 3 minutes. See how they're cooking down? Especially the ones that have been chopped in half. Those are really cooking down quickly. The ones that are whole are going to take a little bit longer, but they're so small they really don't need to be chopped. If you're impatient, you can go ahead and help these tomatoes break down just by squishing them down a little bit. That is super quick. Look how beautiful that is. This took just a little over 7 minutes to cook that sauce. See how nice and thick it is? It's beautiful. Now we're just going to season it with some salt and pepper. Give that a little stir. Now we're going to toss in basil. Just put that right in there. Stir that around for a moment. And now it's time to throw in our pasta. Now cook your pasta al dente. That means cooking it for 1 or 2 minutes less because we're going to put it right into this sauce and it's going to continue cooking right in there. Now I'm going to put the pasta right into that sauce. And we want to put some of the water in there too, the cooking water. That's going to mix the flavor of the sauce with the pasta really well. This is a 10-minute meal, homemade and delicious. I'm just going to stir that up. If you have the pasta water going when you start this, they're both going to be ready at the same time. Now we're going to put a little fresh Parmigiano right on top. You know that I love my freshly grated Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. Now, use fresh Parmesan. Don't use a Parmesan cheese that's in a jar. That's just wrong. Garnish it with a little bit more fresh basil right on top. And that is ready to go. Just look at that. That's fantastic.